Hello, everybody. Today we're going to create the prefab for the character mod. Where we left off, we had a character imported in, and we're just going to ensure that we have our little um, file browser gizmo thing pushed all the way to the left, and that way it creates a list entry. Now, we have our original file, and you can tell that it's original because it says .fbx. And we're just going to rename this into Widowmaker source file. And we have now successfully renamed it. Now, to create a prefab, we're going to grab this and put in our scene. It has created a version of this file, and technically we could work on this and such. But what we want to do is make this a prefab, which seems odd. We just got to drag this now all the way back down below. Now we have two, and they're a little bit different. One's got a different cube than the other. Once we have both of these, we're going to go back up to this first one we drew and just delete it so there's nothing in our screen. We're going to go down here and we're going to find the one that does not have the FBX. The one that ends in prefab is going to be what we're going to be editing and working on. So we're going to name that one prefab. Now, to work on this, all we have to do is double click, and this will bring us to a very specific editing screen. Now, we could drag this into our viewport again if we wanted to. However, we have to understand the difference between editing something in a prefab versus editing something in a scene. If we open this up where it's a blue background and we do something such as remove the head or color the body, what's going to happen is that every single copy of this prefab, like this is a scene right here, and this Widowmaker prefab is in the scene. That means then that this one will take the exact same changes as anything we've done in the prefab. So we color the hair to be like red in the prefab. It will then be red in every single scene that the prefab is placed in. However, we must be extremely careful that we do not work on the character in a scene view, because that means if we were to change this prefab's hair to red, that doesn't mean that the prefabs in the blue editing screen like this will have that effect. And what matters in the end is the prefab, not anything placed in the scene. When we eventually export, it will not look at any scenes, it will only look at the prefab. So to be safe, we are always going to make sure that our prefab is not in any scene, so that way we cannot confuse it. So once we have our prefab, then we're going to start working on our actual materials.